everyone, welcome back to another What's for Dinner video. If you are new here, my name is Veronica and I'm very happy to have you here. And today I'm just sharing with you some meals that we've had this past week, and hopefully it can give you some meal inspiration or maybe some new meal ideas to try. Let's get to cooking. This night for supper we had appetizers. The first thing that I fixed was some Rotel cheese dip. The way that I make my Rotel cheese dip is I brown 1 pound of ground beef and I drain the grease off of it whenever it's cooked, and then I add in 1 10-ounce can of Rotel. I then stir that together to make sure it's well combined. I then add in 16 ounces of cubed Velveeta cheese. I then stir in the cheese and I just let all that cheese melt in there. I put my lid on it and just turn my stovetop on low and just let that continue to melt. And while my cheese is melting, I went ahead and started on some pigs in a blanket. The way that I make my pigs in a blanket is I take crescent rolls and I cut them in half using my pizza cutter, and then I take some Hillshire Farm Little Smokies and roll them up in the crescent rolls, and I place them on a silicone baking mat that I have on top of a cookie sheet. And then I'll take some Parquet squeeze butter and just squeeze a drop of butter on each pig in the blanket, and I take a brush and just brush that butter on each one. After I have them all brushed with butter, I stick them in the oven that I had preheated to 375 degrees, and I cook them between 12 and 15 minutes just until they're completely done. In the meantime, my cheese had melted, so I stirred that up really well. We also had a party tray that contained pepperoni, salami, crackers, and cheese. We had some fresh fruit and, of course, some tortilla chips to go with our Rotel cheese dip. And here is the pigs in a blanket, fresh out of the oven. We love appetizers as a meal, and here is my plate. It was absolutely delicious. This night for supper, I fixed some chicken tortilla soup. The first thing that I done was add 1 tablespoon of olive oil to my Dutch oven, and I turned my stovetop on medium heat and let that olive oil heat up. I then added in 3/4 of a teaspoon of minced garlic. This was my first time making chicken tortilla soup. It was absolutely delicious. I will definitely be making it again, but I will link the original recipe below. I also added in a diced up onion, and I just mixed up all of those ingredients and I just cooked it until the onion was soft. And after sauteing those ingredients for just a few minutes, I then added in 1 1/4 cups of water. I then added in 1 can of crushed tomatoes. 1 can of condensed chicken broth, 2 teaspoons of chili powder, and 1 teaspoon of dried oregano. After I added all of those ingredients, I stirred all of that together until it was well combined, and I just brought all of that to a boil. When it came to a boil, I put my lid on my Dutch oven and I let that simmer for 5 to 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, I stirred in some cooked shredded chicken, I then added in 1 cup of hominy, I then added in 1 cup of cooked corn, and 1 can of black beans that I had rinsed and drained. I then added in 1/4 cup of fresh chopped cilantro, and some chopped green chili peppers. I don't like a whole lot of spicy foods, so I just add a little bit at a time just to see how much we would like. I then stirred all of those ingredients together, and then I placed my lid back on top of my Dutch oven and I let those ingredients simmer for another 10 minutes. Like I said, my family absolutely loved this chicken tortilla soup, and I will definitely be making it again. I ended up topping mine with some cheese and sour cream, but you can also use crushed tortilla chips, some avocado, some cheese, or green onion, just whatever you like on yours. This night for dinner turned out a little bit differently than I had originally planned. I had bought some of this Members Mark orange chicken and the Members Mark chicken fried rice from Sam's Club, and I fixed each one according to the package directions. Once we tried the orange sauce for the orange chicken, my family wasn't really crazy about it. So what we done was just mixed the chicken without the sauce and the chicken fried rice together, and then I poured some yum yum sauce on it, and it was absolutely delicious. If you've never had yum yum sauce, all it is shrimp sauce, and it tastes just like the shrimp sauce that you get at a Japanese restaurant. This night for supper, I fixed some Manwich Original Sloppy Joes and some Nathan's French fries, and I fixed each one according to the package directions. Since I am cooking for 6 people, I did fix 2 pounds of lean ground beef, and I used 2 cans of the Sloppy Joe mix. I started off by browning my ground beef, and then whenever the ground beef was browned, I drained the grease off of it, returned it back to my skillet, and I added the Sloppy Joe mix and stirred that up and just turned that on a low simmer until all of that was heated up really well. We've not had Sloppy Joes in a really long time. I think the next time that I make Sloppy Joes, I'm going to try the Pioneer Woman Sloppy Joes. I've heard that they are amazing, but this night we just needed a quick meal. It was a super busy day, and so this was perfect for us. We use the Market Side brioche buns for ours, and they are so good. I like to put mayonnaise on my Sloppy Joes. Does anybody else like mayonnaise on their Sloppy Joes, or is it just me? That's it for today's video. I hope that you all enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.